Okay, now we go over how we help you, the life insurance agent, reach your desired monthly income. And it's pretty simple. It's pretty intuitive. You start with your ideal, whatever your desired monthly income is, and then you work backwards from there, defining each step along the way, and that will give you your roadmap. So let's start. Of course, we start with your desired monthly income, right? North Star, this is the ideal. How does one who sells life insurance reach their desired monthly income? You do so by hitting a certain number in closed sales. If you have an idea of what you want to make in a month, you know how much each close brings in on average, then you can come up with the number of how many closed sales you need in a month in order to reach your desired monthly income. In order to reach your number of closed sales, you need a certain number of sales calls, conversations, right? So, and that'll elicit basically whatever your ratio is. The average is 3 to 4 out of 10, 30, 40%. That being said, you'll have a number of conversations and calls that you need to have with prospects in a month, which will give you the number of closed sales you have in a month, which will help you reach your desired monthly income. In order to get those calls and those conversations, you need adequate lead quality, and then lead volume, in that order. Quality first. Quality always first. Then once you have quality, you can scale volume. So to start, you get adequate lead quality, lead volume. You have an adequate number of sales calls and conversations. You make the adequate number of closes. You reach your desired monthly income. Let's keep going. In terms of a closed sale, let's define that. What does a closed sale mean? A closed sale means that the lead has made the decision, decides to buy coverage in this case. In general, in any business, the lead decides to buy, make a purchase. But for you, in this case, the lead decides to buy coverage. Let's just put coverage. In order for the lead to decide to buy coverage, they need to themselves have done a cost-benefit analysis and decided that it makes more sense to get coverage than to not have coverage, right? So the benefit would be coverage, and the cost would be no coverage. Let's call it the pain point. The cost is their pain point, which is the reason we're speaking to them in the first place, because they don't have coverage, but they know they need coverage. Okay, so how does the lead make the cost-benefit analysis in order, or arrive at the cost-benefit analysis in order to make the decision to buy coverage, which gives you a closed sale? Well, in order to do that, you, as the agent, help the lead properly identify their pain point, plus properly identify the solution. So we figured out what their actual issue is. Is it about family legacy? Are they trying to save for college? Do they not want to leave the burden of debt? Whatever the specific reason is, that is the pain point. We identify that properly. And then the solution, of course, is that whatever the custom solution is for their particular problem. Ideally, life coverage, final expense coverage, IUL, what have you. How do we get those things? Well, we help them properly ID these by first verifying and qualifying the lead's information. So you verify lead info, then you qualify lead info. That gives you what you need to identify pain point and solution. You already have the solution, which helps you help the lead make their cost benefit analysis and lets them make the decision to get coverage, which means a closed sale for you. And you do this, verify and qualify. In order to do that, you first properly introduce and you info gather. So you become very good at the introduction, information gathering, and this whole process, which you may have noticed this part here. This is your sales. Some people say, probably most people say script, but I like to think of it as a framework. It's a conversation. It doesn't exactly go the same way every time, but you have this conversation many more times than your lead does. So it only behooves all of us to get good at this part of the conversation. And in order to do that, you have to chart it so that you can measure it, so that you can tweak it, so that you can increase being better at it, get more efficient, be faster at it, more holistic, and better at helping the lead decide to close a sale with you. So let's review, right? You properly introduce yourself, information gather, you verify and qualify lead information, you properly identify the pain point the lead has and identify their solution, which allows them to make a cost-benefit analysis that helps them, leads them to decision to buy coverage, which means another closed sale. X amount of closed sales in a month get you to your desired monthly income. Making sense? So we've dealt with this portion. Now we deal with this portion, which is where we come in. Let's go. So, lead quality and lead volume. How do we do that? How do we get those things? They're important components in helping you reach your desired monthly income. You get lead quality. First, actually, let's define quality. What does quality mean? Quality means high intent, a high intent lead, right? Which is opt-in, which means the lead comes to you, the lead is brought to you, as opposed to you cold calling. This is a warm lead who knows they want coverage, knows they need coverage, doesn't know exactly all of the answers, but knows enough to know that they need to be in this conversation that they're having with you. Oh, and a properly targeted lead. So, a lead in a region that you're licensed in, a lead who falls into the age demographics, health demographics that are necessary for you to even be able to help them, right? To qualify them. So how do we do that? Well, we use AI advertising and we use AI algorithms for targeting. Us specifically, we use Meta, which is really just Facebook and Instagram, but we utilize their algorithm for targeting, for proper targeting, and then we develop our own custom custom artificial intelligence advertising, video ads, still ads that speak to our agents and help them sell. So yeah. So you need that. Sorry. Plus, we do a bonus thing. We also have a call center for appointment booking and also for proactive calling, for qualifying and verifying. So this is what we do. And we are RSH Leads. And we provide high intent, opt-in, and properly targeted sales conversations with leads who need life insurance for our clients who are agents who sell life insurance. And so, with better lead volume, better lead quality, you close more sales. This helps you reach your desired monthly income. And so this is how RSH Leads will help you reach your desired monthly income.